What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is a video of our old friend NIO and how I trade it on a daily basis. The reason I actually traded this stock in particular was because we had a big news article come out regarding the deliveries of the NIO stock, and I have a certain way that I like to trade this stock. This is the kind of stock that you can trade on a daily basis. It doesn't even really need news to move the stock. The stock can move 2% on its own without any news at all, even 3 or 4%. So in this particular trade, we had some really good news about the deliveries and how they smashed the deliveries completely. So let's actually have a look at the article that came out in relation to this stock and why I traded it on that particular day. Okay, so as you can see, Chinese electric car company NIO doubles deliveries in 2020 as local competition ramps up for Tesla. Now, we all know what Tesla's done over the past 12 months. NIO is almost the little brother of Tesla, and is always a play that I implement into my strategy on a daily basis, especially when there's not many earning reports out, because as I said, I've got a pretty good strategy for this stock and it seems to behave a certain way pretty much every day when trading this stock. Okay, yes, as you can see, electric car startups NIO each announced in the last few days that deliveries surged in 2020 to close out the year with the new monthly highs. Scrolling down further, NIO said deliveries more than doubled from a year ago to 43,728 vehicles. Now, obviously, when you get an article like that for a stock like NIO, you can expect some serious movement on that particular stock. Now, the stock was actually up around about 5% pre-market, and for me, that's the perfect opportunity to get long on a stock like this. So let's actually head into the trade, and I'm going to break down my analysis for you and why I entered where I entered. The one thing I would say, all right, when trading stocks, it's really, really important when you're trading at this kind of high velocity, you are very relaxed, all right? I know a lot of you guys that trade stocks are very, very tense and very sort of rigid. You know, if I was to put a camera like this, for example, in your room, or your office, or wherever you're trading when the market opens, I can guarantee you, because I was the exact same, you're like this, your fingers on the mouse, you're locked in and you're almost sweating waiting for the market to open. That can be more detrimental to your trading than anything. With me, when I'm trading these particular stocks, I'm sort of laid back here, I'm watching the stock and I'm waiting for my pattern to form on the stock. My hand's not on the mouse. That's one big thing I would recommend. My hand is not on the mouse. The reason why that is because you get very trigger happy very quickly and you can jump in. So until you get your confirmations ready, do not jump in on a particular stock. So for this particular stock, as you can see, to start with, we're holding 51, okay? 51 was the key area. And I did mention to my students that because it opens up just quite near 51, it might be a little bit tight and we probably will get below it. So the next round number I'm looking for is 51.50, okay? It doesn't get that low, but it gets near enough there, and then we start to push on. So let's actually head into the trade now and let's watch exactly how I play this out. Okay, so as you can see, we've broken below 51. We're just holding that particular area now. This is what I'm waiting to see now. I'm waiting to see what the reaction here is, and if we're going to push lower, are we going to get down to 50.50, which is what I thought we would do. However, we don't want to go any lower. I think we get down to maybe 70. This is the lowest it gets down to. And then we start to push on. And then watching from the reaction here, I'm waiting to see whether or not we can get back above the round number. And if we can, that's when my entry is going to be. So we don't seem to want to push lower. And with the news that we've had, I'm looking for this to be a very, very bullish day. So as soon as we're back above that round number with some conviction, I'm in. And as you can see, we sort of go straight into the green straight away, and now we start to push on. So we've had that little bit of a pullback that we initially thought we would get. That's your pre-market profit takers taking their profit. Now we're just marking out our 2%. I was actually going to swing this stock, however, I didn't. I wish I did really, because it pushed on 4 or 5%, but it was the first trading day of the year. I just wanted to get off to a good start, get a nice green under my belt, ready to push on for 2021. Now, as you can see here, we're having a little bit of a rejection of 51.50. However, I wasn't concerned. I knew that we would get way above 51.50 and we would push on quite considerably. As you can also see, my 2% is just above the next round number as well. Some people I know would have took their profit in the next round number. Again, this is why I've traded this stock so many times. I know exactly how it plays out, and I'm confident, regardless of it being above 52, I'm confident that it's going to get to that anyway without any issues. So as you can see here, it gets to 52, then we start to get an initial bounce off 52 and it's struggling to break through it. Look, here we go, it starts to pull back a little bit. Again, I'm not worried, because when I say it's pulled back, it's jumped back 13 points. If it was to really bounce off and come off, say, 50 points, then I'd be concerned. However, this is just little rejections at round numbers, and I'm just waiting now to see what it does and how quickly we can get to my take profit. And as I said, you know, with this particular stock, when you have news like that with deliveries performing how they did and the hype that's already behind this stock, I think in 2020 the stock was up 1200%. So with that sort of hype, you can understand that there's going to be a lot of people to jump on the bandwagon of this particular stock. So as you can see, we're just pushing on now. We've broken through and my profit target's about to get hit. There you go. So my profit target was hit. Fairly simple trade in the end. That was in the bag, and it actually pushes on a lot more to reach 4 or 5% for the day, in addition to what is already up pre-market. All right, so as I said, I trade that stock. I probably have traded that stock 100 or so times. I understand the patterns with it. Over those hundreds of times trading it, you can start to see patterns forming on particular stocks, and you can trade them accordingly. As I said before, NIO is the sort of stock where you can trade it because there's so much hype behind it. You can trade it on a daily basis. If there's nothing coming out and there's no earning reports, you can always rely on NIO to give you some form of volatility. Whether that's 2% up, 3% up, or 2% down or 3% down, you can trade it either way. Just one last little thing in relation to the channel and what I want to do with it. I've got some big plans for 2021. As you see in my previous video, how to set goals. I've already written out everything that I want to achieve this year with the channel and everything else. So I want to expand this as fast and grow it as big as possible, okay? And in order for me to do that, I need to be giving you guys content that you want to see, okay? Now, I do say this in my Instagram live stories, and this is where I get the ideas from. What do you guys want to see from this channel? Do you want to see constantly more live trades? Because I know that you find live trades really beneficial. And what I would say is I do make these trades look fairly simple and straightforward. Just know that this is taking months and months, trial and errors, to make sure that I get these patterns right and I understand how the stock moves. This isn't taught overnight, and you don't just learn this overnight. You have to trade the stock for quite a considerable amount of time. But in relation to the channel, let me know what you want to see on here, okay? Do you want to just see, as I said, live trades? Do you want to see something else? Is there any way that I can help you guys build and become better traders yourselves through this channel, okay? Because that's what this is. I want this to be, although you're seeing my trades and it's fantastic and everything else, I want you guys to be able to learn from this channel and apply it to your own strategies. If you're not already following me and you're not part of my team, if you want to just implement it yourself, then I want to try and help you guys as much as I possibly can, okay? So let me know what you want to see on this channel, and we'll try and accommodate you guys as much as I possibly can without giving too much away as well, without my strategies, but I want to try and help you guys as much as I possibly can, all right? So yeah, I hope that helps. I don't want to give too much away with these particular stocks because I have a specific strategy that I like to trade, and for those guys who are in the group with me know exactly what that strategy is and how we trade it on a daily basis. As you can see, all around me now, the group absolutely smashed that trade using the correct strategy that they've all been taught. So I'm going to love and leave you all. If you're not already, follow me on Instagram. It's lockstocktom. A lot of live trades go on there and a lot of other content goes on there. I have Instagram lives where I do Q&As and everything else to help you guys, see if I can help you in any particular way. But other than that, guys, have a lovely day. Happy New Year to all of you, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, guys.